Hi everyone, it's Dara. So I wanted to come on here to talk about a very serious topic, a topic that I think we need to talk about more because it's affecting so many of us out here, especially those of us who are on social media, and that is cyberbullying. Now, cyberbullying is something that a lot of people still don't either believe in, or they don't talk about, or they think it's nonsense. And basically what cyberbullying is when people on the internet bully other people. They harass them, they send a lot of hate messages, they do things that are very inappropriate, and it causes a lot of problems for a lot of people. And cyberbullying can go as far as just leaving negative comments to constantly messaging the same person, sending nasty messages, nasty pictures, maybe taking pictures of them and distorting them and posting it on other social media sites. So it's just a form of bullying. It's not nice, it's disrespectful, it's harassing, it's wrong, and it's against the law. And it's something that needs to stop. But you know, people would argue that this is the internet, and when people like myself and others decide to come on here publicly and talk or maybe entertain or whatever our purpose is, a lot of people feel like, well, it's the internet and I can say and do what I want. That may in fact be true. You can in fact say and do what you want, but keep this in mind. What you do to other people, would you want that done to you? If you are sending nasty messages to someone, would you want someone to do that to you? If you're sending nasty messages to someone's children or family members, would you want that done to you? So just because we do live in a society of free speech, not all free speech is good speech. And it doesn't give people the right to use this platform or platforms such as YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or any of these things, even Snapchat, to go out your way and harass and disrespect and be mean to people. But in my personal opinion, cyberbullying is just wrong. It's not called for, it's not nice, and it needs to stop now. Why did I decide to talk about cyberbullying? I personally have not been a victim of cyberbullying. I have been on social media for many years now, and I'm very grateful that I haven't had any real hate or disrespectful commentary or messages sent to me. I'm sure that will happen eventually, but as of right now, I have not received any real nasty, disrespectful messages. Maybe it's the content that I'm putting out, because I am a very positive person, so maybe that's why I'm not attracting to the haters. But as we all know, haters do not discriminate. You can be positive, you can be negative. Haters will hate. That's just the way it is. I do have friends who are currently going through this situation, who are being bullied on the internet, who are being disrespected. And because I care about them, and because I care about this type of platform where we are able to express ourselves and send a message, this is why I decided to do this video. Cyberbullying, or any type of bullying, even if it's offline, is wrong. I've been bullied growing up. I think a lot of us have in our childhoods, even in our adulthoods. And a lot of times we think cyberbullying or bullying in general is just with children or young people, but it's also with grown adults as well. Even our own seniors go through some form of bullying. It's very unfortunate that in the age that we're in today, where we have technology, we have many different platforms to express ourselves and to send a message to people, that we opt to send out negative messages as opposed to positive ones. A lot of our young people and even grown people are feeding into the negative and think that's the way to be, and it's okay to be nasty to others, it's okay to be mean to others, it's okay to harass people. And no, it's not. There are people who might have started out as just being on social media, such as here on YouTube, and maybe they have grown a popularity and an audience to the point where maybe they have been on television or they've been on radio. And so some people might feel like, well, hey, you're on TV and radio, you put yourself out there, so you deserve the hate. Honestly, just because someone is on television or on radio or in the media limelight, it doesn't give anyone the right to be nasty and harass them. And just because they put themselves out there for whatever their reasons are, doesn't give you the right to harass them. Harassment is harassment. It's wrong, and that's just the way it is. And whether you want to justify it or not, it's wrong. Just because a person behaves a certain way online or in the media doesn't give you the right to stoop to that level and decide to be just as negative as that individual, if that's what the individual is doing. If the individual is not being negative on, say, TV or radio, or they just have a different opinion than your own, it still doesn't give you the right to harass them. Because keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we are responsible for our own actions. So we cannot blame the individual we're harassing on the actions that we are giving to them. We cannot do that. It's not a good excuse, and it's not acceptable. Now, for me personally, I have never thought in a million years that I would be on social media this long. When I first started, I was just on here just for fun. It was just to make friends. And a lot of my friends offline were on social media and told me about it. And I said, okay, why not? When I started to do more of writing and more artwork, and then of course when I became a ESL teacher, I figured, okay, this is a good way to talk about things that are dear to my heart, offering maybe inspiration or talking about reflective moments I've had. It's pretty innocent. What's the big deal? I had no idea that you have people out there who really go out their way to be nasty, and call me naive, but at the time I didn't pay this no mind. I've always thought, well, that's what celebrities go through, and that's what famous people go through. But wow, to my surprise, that you can be an average person just living an average life, and you can be just as harassed and disrespected as someone who's making tons and tons of money and who's famous. Okay, call me naive. It is my hope that I don't find myself a victim of cyberbullying. It's my hope that I do not find myself receiving tons and tons of hate mail. You know, I know that haters do exist, and sure, somebody out there is going to watch this video and going to probably feel like, hey, here's my chance to be a hater. Knock yourself out. But it doesn't make you look like a good person, you know. And in my opinion, I would rather look positive and be about positivity than to be about negativity and to be a hater. That's just me. But again, we can agree to disagree. And so there are a lot of things going on right now in our society that's giving all kind of reasons and all types of, it's giving people the, I guess, the wherefore or reason to now show their true colors, so to speak, and say things and do things that has shocked me personally, or it might probably has shocked you as well. And there's always going to be this argument of differences of opinion, and I can feel how I feel and you can feel how you feel, and that's very, very true. But we also, as adults, have to keep a couple of things in mind. One, we're adults. Yes, we can say and do what we want, but always remember, if you are here on a platform where people from around the world are watching you, there are also young people watching you as well, and we are supposed to be the example of the youth. So if you're out here doing things that are just beyond inappropriate, then you really shouldn't be surprised if young people follow in your footsteps and do the same thing, because maybe they feel inspired by what you are doing. But do you really want young people to follow in negative footsteps? You be the judge. Though you do have the right to your opinion, you can feel and say what you like, but things do have a way of coming back to bite you. There is something called karma, and when you throw out hate speech, it will come back to you. And sometimes it could be something of innocence. Maybe you just have a different opinion and then people throw hate at you. Okay, but sometimes it's certain things that are being said and done that can be so disrespectful and so hateful that yes, the hate will come back, and it will come at you at full force. This is social media. Media is still media. You are being seen by millions of people around the world, just as I'm talking to you on this video now. And you want to be mindful not to find yourself in a situation where now you are being harassed in a way that you've never experienced before. So I'm not suggesting that you should be quiet and shy and just, you know, don't feel like you can't express yourself, but just be mindful and be tactful about it. You know, some things aren't really necessary, and some things are meant off camera. Cyberbullying, in conclusion, I just want to say to those of you out there who are doing that to other people, shame on you. To those of you out there, even friends of mine out there who are watching this, and you know who you are, who are going through this right now, know that I feel your pain. I am praying for you. I hope that it will stop, because it's not right. I'm totally against it. And so know that I stand in solidarity with you against the hate, against the disrespect, against the bullying. And my advice to you is to keep living your life. Keep your head up. Do not let this deter you from being the person that you are. And do not allow them to chase you away, because that's what they want. And you don't want to give them the satisfaction. So be the bigger person. Keep your head up. Don't feed into the hate. That's what haters want to do. Let them do that. They're miserable. Let them be miserable. You stand tall and be the bigger person, because it's the bigger person that always shines through. The haters, they like to stay in the dark. Let them stay in the dark. I'm just an average woman who live in an average world. You do not have to listen to me. You don't have to care what I say. You are free to hate if you like. But one thing I will not stop doing is I will not stop being myself. I will not stop striving for what I believe in and striving for what I want in this life. And my purpose in this life is to help people and to make a difference in this world, one step at a time. And no hater is going to stop me from doing my life's mission. So good luck to you, haters. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it inspires you. Please click like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to share this on your social media, because this is a message that needs to be heard, and we need to stop cyberbullying. We need to love one another, show kindness and support to one another. We must stop the hate, because hatred divides us, but love truly brings us together. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time.